Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of 3 Minute Thursdays, where I try to give you some of the most up-to-date news in the doll hobby. Now, as always, I'm your host, Shizusan, and my beautiful assistant here is the very lovely Cheryl Gnome. So I do want to let you guys know, before we get started with the video, I have a small announcement to make at the end, so do stay tuned for that. But, as always, why don't we just start with our countdown? So as always, let's start with some Dollfie Dream news. So I just want to remind you guys that the Volks International website is going to be having its hometown Dolpa Nagoya 7 after event this August 31st. Now the reason why this one is important is because the two new girls, which are from ReZero, Ram and Rem, in the Dollfie Dream sister bodies will both be released for international buyers during this event. Now the international website is down for the specialty page, so we don't know if it's going to be a lottery or a click war, but my money is definitely going to be on a lottery. Usually this type of release most likely becomes a lottery, but if it does turn out to be a click war, just be prepared for that. Now, also in Dollfie Dream news, the Volks USA website has posted in this picture here that the Doll Party LA4 event, which is coming up next month, if you pre-registered for your badges, they will be sent out today, so you should be getting them sometime soon. But that really wraps up everything for Dollfie Dream news. I was going to think about something else, but that's really it, really. So let's move on to some Smart Doll news, shall we? So Danny Chu has posted in this picture here that the Kanata alternate version is now available on the Smart Doll website. Or, as I like to call her, Calter, for those of you that are FGO players. But anyways, if you're interested in Kanata with the smiling face, this is definitely the girl for you. She is now available on the Smart Doll website. Now, Danny Chu has also posted in this picture here that Spike Spiegel has been revived. So a long time ago, the very first anime collaboration for Smart Doll was looking like it was going to be Spike Spiegel, but it didn't end up being so. So it looks like Danny Chu has picked him up again and decided to start working on him again, and he looks pretty good so far. Hopefully, he'll make a few more tweaks, because I don't know, me personally, I think there's a little something off with the face. I can't really put my finger on it, or else I'd say it, but like, there's just something off, and I don't really know what it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But he is slated to release sometime later this year. If you go on the Smart Doll website, you can already see that there's a batch 1 and a batch 2 to sign up for the Notify Me button, so make sure you do that if you're interested in getting a Spike Spiegel. Now, also, Danny Chu has posted in this picture here of another prototype that he's working on that he's calling Realistic Face. So as you can see here in this picture, it's a little blurred out, which is done on purpose apparently, is that he's going for a more realistic look with this lineup. Now he's still going to be doing the anime lineup, the regular ones that he's always been doing, but he's also going to incorporate this realistic face look as well. He's hinted at that maybe it might be in line with some future releases, but I don't really know for sure, as it was just, hints and rumors. We won't know until Danny Chu releases more information. But what do you guys think? Do you like anime style face or realistic style face more? Let me know in the comment section down below. Me personally, I like the anime style face. It's what turned me on into the hobby in the first place. But that's just me. I know everybody has likes both or one or the other. It really is up to you per personal preference. But let's move on. So Danny Chu has also posted in this picture here that the Smart Doll Kintone Cinnamon is going to be released this year with the release of Suzaku from Kogiya's first. However, there are going to be 4 girls also released on this lineup, which is Mirai, Melody, and Kizuna. Now, Valiant is also going to be released in the cinnamon skin tone color, but she is the one that's definitely going to be moved over permanently to cinnamon. So if you want Valiant in the milk skin tone color, you might as well buy her now before they're all sold out, as she will be permanently moved to cinnamon. As for the other girls, Mirai, Melody, and Kizuna, we don't know if they're going to have a permanent move as of yet. We just know that they are definitely coming in cinnamon. Now, Danny Chu has also posted in this picture here, speaking of skin tones, that he's also working on fantasy colors. So he's somehow found out or figured out or asked around that from a lot of people that blue or green seems to be the really popular colors right now for fantasy skin tone colors. But what do you guys think? What colors would you like to see? Put it down in the comment section down below, as well as make sure you tweet it out to Danny Chu and put it on Instagram as to what fantasy colors you'd like to see any of these girls or maybe even boys come in. Now, speaking of colors, right? Oh, actually, before I forget, these fantasy skin tone colors are gonna be in the Cortex body. So just keep that in mind. If you don't like the Cortex because of the seam lines, this might not be the product for you, but it will be released in Cortex. However, on an interesting side note, the hands and bust will still be vinyl. So I guess that's for more movement, more posability, things like that nature. But the skin, the body itself is going to be in Cortex, so just keep that in mind. Now let's also move on. So in this picture here, speaking of Cortex, Danny Chu has posted that Crystal Cortex is going to be released sometime this year. Excuse me. However, it's going to come at a caveat. Crystal Cortex apparently is really expensive to make, and it's going to be in a very, very limited quantity. Supposedly, according to Danny Chu, it's going to be 90 pieces. Maybe more, maybe less, but that's roughly what we're looking at as far as limited quantities. So if you are interested in getting a Crystal Cortex, make sure you keep an eye out on Danny Chu's page. I will also keep you guys informed as soon as I know when the ETA will be for Crystal Cortex. I know there's a lot of people that are really interested in this, but one thing to note that Crystal Cortex will be coming in a matte color crystal. So you're gonna actually have to clear coat it for it to come out like this picture here. Also, Crystal Cortex will be released as a shell only. It will not include the frame, although it will include the head, but it's not going to include the frame. So if you do want a frame for it, you're going to have to buy that separately. But that wraps up today's episode of 3 Minute Thursdays. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, we have always ran out of time or run over time. It is definitely not 3 minutes that it took this video. Still working on the name. Still working on that. I haven't decided on it yet. I might do it sometime later this year as actually finalizing it, but I don't really know. We'll see how that goes. But as for my announcement, I wanted to make an announcement. So as always, for some of these announcements, it's more exciting for me, I guess, than for you, but I'd rather let you guys know what's going on because it may affect you and you may be interested as well. So this coming October, I'm actually going to be making a trip out to Japan. My first time ever going to Japan, and I'm definitely going to be going to both Volks and the Smart Doll stores to check them out, as this might be my only trip to Japan as well. So I'm definitely going to go see as much as I can, but I'll be there for about 2 weeks. So put it down in the comments section down below if you have any advice to give me, because I've never been to Japan, like any places I should check out, anything I should see while I'm there, or maybe if any of you are in Japan or going to be traveling to Japan during the same time, let me know. Send me an email or direct message on Instagram or Twitter. Perhaps we can meet up in Japan, hang out, take a few doll pictures, or what have you. But I am definitely excited for this trip. I've been talking actually about it for quite a while, but I just didn't mention what it was, as Chitose has been away from videos and away from travel videos for a while because Chitose is coming with me to Japan and she will be in a lot of videos. So that's kind of like the big secret, I guess you could say, why Chitose hasn't made an appearance too much. But it will be interesting. I'm definitely excited. I'm going to go to a lot of different places. The big reason why I'm going now more so than any other time is because it's not that hot during October, and they're going to be having an iDoll festival in Osaka during the time I'm there, and I'm going to be attending that as well, as if this is going to be my only trip to Japan, why not go to a doll festival while I'm there? So I'm very excited to go to that as well. I'm going to be vlogging. I'm going to try to do a daily vlog for each day that I'm there, so I can take you guys along with me and you can see everything that I see. Now, don't expect to be like this to be like some of my other vlogs where like the dolls are a big part of it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to bring Chitose out. She's going to be with me everywhere, but I don't know if I'll be able to bring her out and take pictures a lot, as you know, I'll be so enamored with everything I see and just having a grand old good time. But I definitely will, it will definitely be something great for you guys to see when I go visit all the doll stores, Smart Doll, Volks. I'm hoping to see at least more than 2 different mandarakes while I'm there. I don't know if there's any other doll stores. Maybe Dolk. I don't know if Dolk has a doll store that you can physically go into, but I'm going to try to go to as many places. So, like I said, if you guys have any tips for me or anywhere I should definitely check out, put it down in the comments section down below. But I definitely will be vlogging it, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that. But it suffice to say that there will be no 3-minute Thursdays during this time frame. There will be no videos during this time frame, or maybe even the week after that, because I'll be like in jet lag, trying to relax, trying to get back to normal, and editing videos so that I can bring it out to you guys. So there might be a little bit of a delayed process for me during that time period, but I just wanted to let everybody know what's upcoming. I'm really excited about it, and I hope you guys are excited to see my adventures on YouTube when that comes. So the reason why I'm mentioning this 2 months in advance is just in case any of you guys have any ideas for me. Let me know, send me those messages. I'd really like to hear from you all. But that really wraps up everything today for 3-minute Thursdays and my small little or big announcement. So as always, I am your host, Shizusan, and my beautiful assistant over here is the very lovely Cheryl. So remember to please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in the next one.
This is our time, this is our life. Sometimes all you need is a smile to get by.